Yeah, they can just they can just find a matchup. So now it's up to Zivearia to pick first.
Yeah, and he picked already Japanese.
Oh, okay. Is there a save reset at game three?
Yes, exactly.
Ah, so he could have reset. Uh, I mean, why Japan and Indies? You said Japan likes to. They're not so good at running, right?
Yeah.
They like a choke where they can just use their kind of OP range units and just stay there. And I mean, is Japan really a good idea on a map where you can run so much like on Indies?
Yeah, you can definitely go for it in 1v1 because the map is not so big. You just need to keep map control and wall up a lot. And also, the push is just insane from jabs.
Hmm. Okay. Well, Zabuza could just mirror if he wanted to, because it's a reset anyway.
Yeah,
But he can also pick something else.
he
I
can.
think he's a big Japan player, so he probably knows the matchups with Japan. He probably knows how to counter Japan.
No, he's not a big Japan player. He likes to play
Oh,
them in
really?
tournaments because they're super strong. But he don't know jabs so well, and maybe he's also asking for some advice. I'm not quite sure about it.
Ah, I was thinking because he played them in Tony against you and Dictator. I was thinking he's a good Japan player because usually in tournament you play the Steve you're comfortable with. But yeah, okay. Bots apparently.
Yeah, so he's going for pots, and this is also a nice matchup, to be honest. I think
Uh,
pots do better versus jabs than friends.
oh, would you say they win the matchup?
What you mean? Can you come again?
Would you say they win the matchup?
No, not they win. It's a close matchup. Oh,
Oh,
he switched. Well, Germany is ports in Germany are his basic main sieves, let's say. He can also play some Russia and Spain. He play also a lot. He can also play auto, but auto is of course not so good, especially versus jabs.
yeah, he's not quite sure what to play. Maybe he's actually not so happy about Zivearia going Japan.
Yeah, it seems like he is a bit worried and he don't know what to pick. He can also go for Spain, to be perfectly honest.
But I guess Germany can do a fine job against Japan. I think the problem is the start because at start you don't have so much army with Germany, and you can probably get pushed by Japan. But later, when you start to spam these heavy cannons, I think they do a really good job against Japan. If you can keep making coverings and kill the flaming arrows, I think then heavy cannons do a lot of damage to these Yumis and Ashes. And like you said in the previous game, it's interesting to have a lot of artillery against Japan. And heavy cannons are kind of the best cannon you can get, right?
Of
They
course, it's
just do
pretty good, but the problem is that you need to take care because you don't have mask and you need to use your dobs and also your Incas pretty well known that they don't get sniped by Yumis, you know?
yeah, it's true that you kind of like to have musketeers against Japan. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, well, at least in that, Germany got some Ingas to block. Out of nets, it would probably be even harder for Germany.
Hmm. So he's thinking what he play. So he green up in Germany versus Jobs.
Yeah, he's the one counter peaking. So when he wants to play a matchup, he just decides, And Zivearia just needs to green up, and he can't really do anything about it. So
Yeah. Of course he can't change his Steve again.
yeah. So do you think Zapuza asked for some advice to Dictator? Because I think Dictator plays. He's really comfortable with Germany, right?
Yeah.
So he probably asked Dictator about this matchup.
Yeah, and Zabuza's Germany is really, really good, I need to say. It's
Sabusa is one of his main sieves, Germany.
Yes, it's one of his main sieves, and I also would like to point out at some point someone said you just need to delete your villages and roll your head over the keyboard with Germany and you just win.
Is it really so strong, you think?
Yeah, Germany is just really good. They have good eco, the units are good, the scums are good.
The
Yeah,
units
it's
are good, but the anti-cav is really bad. I mean, doppos are not exactly what you want in a lot of matchups because, well, compared to musketeers or something like that, it's not
yeah,
great.
but wait, you don't
And
need
the war
dots,
wagons, the war wagons are really not good compared to dragons, in my opinion.
of course. But do you need when you have nuts? Do you really need some dots? I don't think so.
In nuts, it's much better, probably. Yeah.
But wait, let's have a look at the resources. Everyone have like one start hunt and four hunts, and
Look at this hunt from. It looks so big. I
yeah,
mean, but it doesn't care because it's Japan. Yeah, I see five hunts on both sides, including the starting hunt, so that's
yeah,
kind of fair, and five gold mines also, so that's really good. The gold mines of Zabuza are kind of more far, but I don't know. I think it's fine.
yeah, it is fine.
Mm,
Like also look,
maybe.
Zivearia have
Should,
here one coin mine. It's also a bit far.
yeah, but this is definitely the most far. But should we say that this gold mine, the one I just like flared right now, is for Zabuza, or do you think he will know that it's not at half map? It's a bit before. Like you think he will know he can use it because it is his gold mine, but it's kind of
Yeah, I just said
half map.
it is for Sabusa for sure. Just
But they
that you
didn't
know.
scout anyway. But they will see. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
We can actually delete off. Oh no, we could. We should wait to delete our TCs because Japan needs to ship the second card, right?
Yeah.
Shonin Do is it called or something? I guess they ship this after the Kami card. It's kind of a small eco theory. It's a bit weaker, but it's for team. But well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, on 3D patch, you don't have any team card, but yeah, that's a nice 75 wood here. I'm not sure why Sabusa didn't go for it. He scouted it and he went for an XP treasure. XP is not very relevant because your shipments are not super impactful in treaty. Like shipping Eco Theory a bit earlier doesn't matter so much. But getting 75 wood, it's exactly the wood he needs for his coin upgrade. So it's very easy to macro and it's just a nice boost, I think.
Yeah, it is.
This is a kind of treasures that means that you can get your wood upgrade and your steel traps when you're H3 directly before you even drop your TCs. When you get this kind of treasure, I think it's a kind of treasure that helps you to do this, and it's definitely something interesting. Um, I would like him to go for it.
And do you know what Zabula always does with his settler wagons? The first, he don't go on hunts with them. He go really fast with them on coin and make first the coin upgrade, and then hunting dogs later.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, the order of the upgrades for Germany in Age 1 is, well, it depends kind of on the great start, but I would say you first make your market and try to get your hand dogs fast, and then you get your wood upgrade before you chop for your house or for your gold upgrade, and finally you get your gold upgrade. Because why would you get your gold upgrade first? You need only 50 coin for hand dogs.
Yeah.
You need only 50 coin for hand dogs, and you sometimes get some coin treasures, but he didn't. But I don't know. I'm not sure about this, but it doesn't probably doesn't matter so much. I'm just not sure why he got 100 wood right now.
I deleted TC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he have 100 wood because to be honest, I even think that he bought 100 wood and Yeah, that's
Uh,
why he had 25 left, or something like
uh,
that. I'm not sure, but it's like because he takes the 25 wood treasure.
I think he was shopping, and I saw him remove his villagers at 75. I was like, oh, okay, he stopped chopping wood at 75 to get his gold upgrade. And then that's when you told me that he actually already got his gold upgrade and that he needed hunt dogs. So I don't know why he got 75. And then he had 25 left because he spent 50. And then he just get a 75 treasure. So he got 100 wood now. And I mean, he's probably not going to delay his age up. And he will then use the wood for a TC or steel traps or whatever. So it's probably not bad. I don't think it matters so much. But anyway, so far I like better Zabuza's treasures.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just got
because
much
Japanese
better.
was all the time shrining, all the hunts.
Yeah, and also because he got a wood treasure directing his base, there, kind of. Zabuza was really close to his base. And there's a big XP treasure, but again, XP is not really the resource you want to get so much in Treaty, but it's the last treasure on the map.
Yeah.
It's the only other treasure is the Inca, but this is also not super impactful early on. It's really not impactful at all early on. And even later, it's just one unit. But well, I guess this XP treasure is still fine to take. Zivearia is probably pretty happy about these hunts that they are really a bit close to his town center, and he was able to make a lot of shrines here.
Yeah. This is so much. Of course, you want to have your shrines as soon as possible to get resources out of them.
Yeah, he got 12 shrines there, and he is making one more here. I like it. Some players would probably not do it, but it's something you can do. Shrines actually um, grab the hunts, like they attract the hunts from pretty far. Like you can see, they were able to get 4 animals from a bit far. So you should not be shy. Just drop your shrines, even if it's the limit of your TC radius. Just drop your shrines there, and they will get some hunts anyway. Uh, but he's not going to be able to make any more shrines, I think, on foot. So now he's just dropping them in base, yeah,
Yeah.
because he anyway can't do anything better than this. So now we can compare with Zabuza's Boom from the game before, if he does something different with the consulate, or if he goes for the same stuff.
Yeah, this is what I'm really curious about. How is he gonna do the Japanese boom?
Yeah, right. Is he a big Japan player?
Yeah, but I need to say, he's a bit nervous in tournaments, and like the first tournament he played was a 2v2 tournament, and he lost versus me with jabs.
Yeah, I know, I remember.
Yeah.
But well, right now he was still able to beat Zabuza one game, so I guess he's not so nervous because
No, I think also when you win one game versus a good player like Sabusa, I mean Zivearia is also a really good player. He's for sure like PR 32, and but Zabuza was back in the base one of the top players, but he's just super rusty. He didn't play in ages. He played like once or twice per week, and then
yeah,
sometimes he don't play for 3 months.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, yeah, he's probably rusty. Zabuza aging up to H3, getting his wood upgrade, and not gathering the coin for steel traps because he's probably not. He probably can't afford it. It's gonna be actually tight for his first CC, but it will be alright, I think, with his 400 wood. Uh, he will miss maybe like a bit of food, but really not much. He over gathered food a little bit, got too much food.
yeah,
Uh, the thing is that this food could be more wood or even some coin for his steel traps instead of just being food that he can't really spend right now. So he needs to retask a bit of villagers. Like a couple of these villagers should go on wood or coin right now. Um, I wanted to say also that Japan got his wood upgrade. He shipped 3 cards in age one.
yeah.
Did Zabuza do this also?
No, I think Sabusa didn't had this. I think it's no. Yeah, he didn't.
I think it's a pretty good card because you can ship it 2 times. And it's 15% wood upgrade. It's like the European one, but you can ship it 2 times.
Yeah, in treaty you can ship it only once, I think.
Ah, okay.
But I'm not really not sure because when you look at the deck, it don't shows it's two.
Yeah, because he shipped it already. It's a bug when you ship a card that you can ship two times with Japan. Then you can see in the deck that it was shipped. It's a trick in sub when you want to scout Japan.
Yeah.
And never told you this trick. When you want to
You
scout
you
Japan,
told
you
me.
check in
Yeah,
the
you
deck.
told me. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Ah, yeah. So now that he shipped it, well, it doesn't show two times anymore. So we don't really know if we can ship it two times or not.
So we see the typical milk card now for Germany that he can make his mills and produce some settler wagons.
Yeah, he's going a bit of on gold to get his steel trap soon, and and he's gonna get the wood for his first meal right now. Dropping it a bit in the back. I'm not a fan of this placement. Then he could have just dropped it on this side because there's hunts. There's two hunts actually, and I'm not sure why you would drop a meal where there's only wood. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm also not sure, but I guess that he wants to stay with his settler wagons more on woods and then go with his normal villagers on food.
Yeah, it's also what I do usually because the walking time is more painful for settler wagons, so you don't really want them to run between hunts, and you just want them to stay in coin or wood, for example. But and they're really bad at herding. But the thing is that look, he's gonna chop wood now to make his mill boom and make more settler wagons and stuff. And then at some point he will need to go H4 and he will need to switch his settler wagons from wood to coin
Yeah.
or or to food. But how is he gonna switch them then? Because he's gonna need to walk a lot. This gold mine is gonna be dead soon. There's not much gold, so he's gonna need to walk all the way up here.
Yeah.
One of these, which is not optimal in my opinion, but maybe it's not super significant. I don't know.
Well, he
Uh,
also didn't hurt this hunt here and the other hunt next to his TC.
well, I don't know if you have fog of war. It's not that he didn't hurt it; it's that he didn't scout it. So yeah, that's kind of a problem for him right now. I mean, yeah, one of them he scouted, he didn't hurt, and the other one he didn't even scout at all. Maybe he's gonna do the same thing like in game one and just not care about herding and just go
But
on mills.
look at the consulate, it's Dutch now. It's what I said.
Yeah,
I think this is a better decision to get. I think also dictator said this on some point that he wants as soon as possible to go for Dutch consulate and to get this bank wagon out.
is there a bank right now?
Yeah, in the
Oh,
Dutch consulate is a bank wagon.
yeah, but he didn't ship it.
Mm, he did now.
Ah, okay. Uh, why would you place the stable? You should maybe keep the thing because it's just pretty good, right? You can drop it at 40 directly forward.
Yeah, but you also might lose it. But yeah, I think this doesn't matter so much.
I mean, I just imagine you could run and like have your rickshaw, your that can make a stable or barracks. You could have it here,
Yeah.
and just at 40, place it a bit more forward, like bring it without the other guy knows it's there, and you can directly start running. But I don't know.
But you see, Sabusa have all his settler wagons next to the mills on wood, and his normal villagers are also go all on food. So I think he will soon switch to mills and yeah, stay then with his settler wagons directly on mills.
Yeah, so maybe what he wants is in fact not to send his settler wagons on coin, but just send his villagers on coin, and and then put his settler wagons on mills. Yeah, but I'm really not honestly I'm not a fan of it. Also, he's got too much wood now. I think
Yeah.
he got 1k2 wood, and he needs to make only 7 settler wagons and like 2 houses or 3. So he's probably got too much now. I don't know why he got goes on mills always. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like hunts are just better when you can, and he
he's
definitely got food here.
he's have so much wood. This is really really bad. He's also house. He needs to drop some houses soon. As there we go. He's building them with two villagers, so he was housed maybe. To be honest, I could also imagine that Sabusa is like, why do I lose to this guy? Who I usually would beat because he's just so rusty. I mean, in Zivearia, he also don't play so much, but he's still on some point in the game, and he did also cast some games.
Yeah.
He's more in
Yeah.
touch with the game just.
I think, in my opinion, it's just a personal preference. I think Zabuza likes to keep his center wagons on meals
Yeah.
because it's already what he did in the game one. But you see now, how is he gonna do with this macro now? Because he got way too much food and he got 60 views on food. And if he wants to switch, he's gonna need to switch maybe settler wagons. I don't know. It's just a bit weird. I feel like Zabuza is really good at fighting, but the boom is maybe not his best thing.
But wait, he have exactly 377 wood. From this, he can also make his second upgrade in the mill. So he will have upgraded mills directly.
Well, the upgrade is 335 actually, so he has a bit too much. But yeah, he could. But I mean, look, if he makes the upgrade right now, he gets even less gold and even more food, so he's gonna be even more miss macro, then age up even later.
Yeah, he
So
should
he
do
can't
it
really,
during transition to H4
yeah,
and
could have
not
sold
earlier.
some food to be honest at this point, but I'm already, I don't know, I really don't know. This meal thing. Uh,
And
I just like Hans better. It's
Ziveria's macro, he have one wood.
yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, 42 wood from Zabuza is not too bad also.
No, no, it's
Um,
not bad. So it's what I said. He make during transition. He makes a second mill upgrade.
yeah. By the way, he again got his steel trap super late.
Yeah.
He got his steel traps at 12 minutes,
Oh yeah, this is
which is
late.
just, I don't know. I'm not sure about this boom, really. I'm not a fan of it. I didn't check how much he did in the first game, but I think it was not too, like, with Germany, you should do 2k6 if you boom well, and he probably did 2k450 or something.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, I mean, it's not a big deal to have a bit less scores than you should, but 150 score, I think, is pretty significant.
Yeah. So was
Yeah,
what Siveria is going to H5 now? What is a really good age up time for jobs? I think.
yeah, this looks pretty fast.
Yeah.
And Zabuza is, again, aging up a bit late, I feel like.
But it's a little bit better than last game.
Maybe, but he still needs to gather his 1k coin from age up, and he doesn't have settler wagons, so it's not so fast. He's gonna use villagers instead, and they take kind of forever to gather crates, to be
Yeah.
honest. And well, he will age, but I mean, you can see he got 6k food right now, which is just that's a prime with his meals. Like when he just stays on meals and he just gets so much food there.
Yeah.
But this time he shipped the meal card after the gold upgrade,
Yeah. This is true. This
which
I
is
like a lot.
definitely better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we do a small break again, and
Yeah.
I think you should stay tuned for this last game, and we are back then in 20 minutes.
Yeah. See you soon.
So, game 3, we are still inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we see the Spain overpop from Zivearia is taking some map control, and Zivearia is planning to go directly inside the nuts. Well, Zabuza is ready for this. He also wants to fight in nuts.
Yeah, but it's only 1 minute, and well, I mean it's Germany, so. But he could have at least his cannons ready there and a bit of infantry or whatever. I feel like with Germany, it's kind of tight to make your units at the last second, so you should probably max your 200 pop before you delete your villagers. Like right now, he can make five dobs or whatever if he wants, you know.
Yes.
He didn't, and now it's gonna be even harder now to max pop at 40 because he's not deleting his villagers right now, and I don't know. Gonna be really hard.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yes.
There we go. Deleted 50 villagers.
Yeah, but it's super late.
Yeah. Well, again, the boom of Zabuza is not the greatest. He could have 2k6, but he got 2k 550, which is definitely decent. Um, and well, I mean, he has full pop right now, you think, or is he still training stuff?
He's full popped.
Oh yeah, he got some stuff here I didn't see. Okay, yeah, then it makes sense. I was like, it's not possible, but yeah. Uh, he didn't finish to upgrade his towers, by the way.
Oh yeah,
And
this is a mistake.
wow, yeah, this is a classic overcommit. Like you make too many cannons and then you get punished by a lot of cav. Don't know if you're looking on the right side, but it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, he just needs to get his fast training really fast and spam a lot to try to defend. Right now, he's still kind of okay because he got his three heavy cannons alive. I mean, three of them are alive, so he might be alright. Losing curves is painful, but it's not as painful as losing a heavy, I think. But
What is
well,
also a bit sad is that Zabuza is not going for another trading post with villagers. I really don't understand, and now he even lost his trading
yeah.
post.
What was this? How?
It's what is it? It's I think a special tag from
Oh
the
yeah, it's an upgrade you can get in your monastery that you can nuke stuff with your monks. I think.
yes.
I didn't know this. This is. I mean, I didn't know it was so. I mean, it makes sense, right? They're in H5 now,
Yeah.
but I didn't know in H5 you could like really nuke a building with them.
This
Damn.
is
Yeah.
pretty
Okay.
lame.
Yeah. Yeah. So did he get any upgrades even like from this native? Oh, he was able to get the fast training still, which is the most important upgrade. Now he needs to really fast go build the other one and start making nuts because Zivearia is already spamming nuts.
Yeah.
They're already upgraded to kind of veteran thing, and he needs to just he needs to spam also. And
The problem is that Zabuza have here idle units and here units.
yeah, and he's getting pushed on two sides actually.
Yeah. Needs to make something happen.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think he's just preparing to keep his nuts a bit safe and then might defend.
Well, now that he got these nice walls up and so many towers, do you see like there's like 6 towers behind these walls here in the nuts?
Yeah.
Now that he got this, he definitely needs to camp and make it pay off this this thing. this wall and these towers. He needs to not keep his heavy cannons under the wall, so afraid that the mortar kills them. You're already losing like 5 or 10 scums to the mortar that is slowly shooting the wall down.
Yeah.
But it's dead now. Oh no, it's going back to mortar, yeah. Oh, it's got 14 HP, insane. But yeah, green just got much more map control right now. We also have a weird wall going up. Kind of in the other direction of the wall you usually see, but why not?
I like it because it gives you a lot of map control.
Yeah, it kind of protects his nats also
Yeah.
a bit. Um, but I would like him to make some walls here as well. Like at this point, when you're able to push so far, you might as well make some layers of walls in the cliffs to make sure that you can't get pushed back and the guy can push you, destroy your nets fast or something.
The problem is now for Japanese, it's not a good way to split your army because you don't have your daimyo or shogunate guy.
Yeah, they're not the biggest fans of splitting, I guess.
Yeah.
Where is even? Oh yeah, the daimyo and okay, they're here next
Yeah.
to the two DCs. Yeah, I also don't like that his unit composition is not really balanced here.
Oh.
Like you got mostly units, but they walk so fast
Oh wow, yeah.
because of the Inca, and they can kind of run away from the scav. But now Zabuza is pushing back in the nuts.
But here, look at here.
Oh wow, nice run.
Yeah.
I'm not. Ah yeah, but Green is gonna scout it because he's trying to drop a wall there. So right now he's scouting this stable, and maybe he will realize it. These tops have 120 siege, it's just a lot. They can siege walls really fast, but oh yeah, Zivearia reacted. Yeah, I saw this and I didn't pay attention, and looks like now 4 layers of wall went down,
Yeah.
which is very dangerous. Was there still 2 layers left? Or one maybe, because 1 layer is gonna go just 7 mortars. What the fuck?
He just
Gonna
wants to go in as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's gonna tear through these layers of walls super fast, and he can even nuke this phone pace from the side. Uh, he Zabuza can't afford this situation. He really needs to deal with this as soon as possible. He really
Yeah.
can't just.
And here all these idle units, here some idle Ulans and here also.
Yeah, if he doesn't react super fast, he's gonna lose because when Japan can start spamming in his base, it's gonna be really tough to hold. I don't know. Maybe he's alright. Japan is not really pushing more. I feel like he could have gone in a bit more, but he just mortars the walls and then he stays out.
How many villagers have Japanese?
65, so he deleted 10 or he lost 10. Zabuza got 17 plus 20 settler wagons, so he essentially deleted like 82 villas, which is a lot. But it's maybe what he needs. I don't know. Look at the score though.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How is Zivearia so low in score now? I feel like Zivearia is just really all in on this push, and he's kind of wasting units, but trying to just be all in and just break through the walls and push in and win. You know, even if he got no eco.
Yeah,
He's
but
so low.
he have no coin.
I'm very confused. I don't know so much about the Japan macro, but I'm pretty sure
I need
it's
to
something
say that I remember when it was also tournament game when he played versus me, he was also out of coin in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he just can't make cannons right now.
Yeah.
So you see this heavy cannon behind the wall. I like it very much. It's maybe gonna die because it's very low HP, but you know, like suppose I can just make artillery now. I think artillery and anything to block, like even doppers or ulans or whatever, and just or incas and just make your artillery and kill the infantry. And Japan can't make flaming arrows right now. He can't spend the gold on this.
I need to fix this war as soon as possible.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, look at the scores. It's really not close. Like
Yeah.
even if Japan can drop more, it's still not close. Uh, Germany is just very much ahead. Japan is just so low on gold, and Germany
Oh.
is getting a bit low on gold as well. But at least he got a good macro, and Germany got 50 bills on coin, which is what he needs. Yeah, his mortars are interesting, but he needs to use them. You see these walls there? So aggressive.
Yeah.
Can he keep his mortars behind the walls? I don't know why mortars are bugged. I mean, walls are bugged sometimes and drop faster. Uh, like the four mortars almost kills the wall in one shot, which is not normal. But anyway, yeah, Zivearia is just having trouble to keep up at 200 with his gold amount.
Yeah.
He should definitely switch one or two rice paddies to gold.
Yeah, and now he realized that he needs to go back. He dropped so much score, it's insane.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Zivearia shipped only one coin upgrade now. That's why he's so low on coin. He decided to ship first all unit upgrades before he shipped his coin cards, and he shipped only
Yeah.
one. And there are like 3 more to ship.
Now he was low on coin because he didn't go on coin. He had his shrines on coin and nothing else.
Yeah, yeah, it's what you usually can do, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not because of this that he was low on coin. It's just because he had no views on coin. But you need to, yeah. Now he needs to ship his upgrades. Like he's gathering on gold without every upgrade now.
And the problem is now that Zabuza is pushing here inside. Zivearia can't afford to kill units in front. He needs to go back to defend because he can't kill units.
And look at this horse artillery. I think this is a very good job from Zabuza, who he just saw that Zivearia is not making cannons, like just a few mortars, but not making flaming arrows, and he just like yes, and I just make horse artillery behind my walls. How is he gonna kill them?
Yeah.
And this is very cost efficient. And now he's forcing Zivearia to react in his base, and I mean it's just a very fast game. I think it's gonna be over soon because Zivearia is just gonna run out of literally every resource. He's out of food now, gonna be out of food soon, and he's very low on coin as well. And I just don't see a comeback now.
Yeah, I also don't.
Was a very not standard game. By the way, Zabuza is making the wall back here,
Yeah.
just in case, which I like. Oh, there's some idle skirmishers there.
Yeah, because there was some natives who was trying to siege a war and take the natives back, I think. I mean, to take Zabuza's natives. And also, Zivearia is not using his explorers.
Oh, and Zivearia is just completely defending now.
Yeah.
He's not anymore pushing at all. So now he got really nothing going for him. He got no resources, no map. Soon he will have no map.
And he have no resources.
Yeah, really no resources. But when I see this, I feel better about my running skills because I see that the boss actually got some idle units, which is also something I have all the time, so it makes me feel more comfortable.
Yeah, you need to spam really the key sometimes to find idle units that you have all the time. You probably can see here Zabuza is not using it because he has some idle Ulans like all the time.
I don't know this key, so I just try to keep my eyes on the map and remember where I had units and bring them in the fight. But yeah, yeah, it's just looking very over now.
Yeah. Zabuza can just sit with his economy and making his villages back. He could even run inside the nuts, to be honest, with his Incas.
Yeah. Yeah, finally Zivearia is dropping a walls there, but I think he should have done it a bit and close here also.
Yeah.
Even before 40, he could have closed a bit more than this, definitely. And you see Zabuza actually closed there. So yeah, it's kind of a mistake because Zabuza could he could just run in, definitely. But it doesn't matter so much because Zivearia can't anyway make nats now. He's so low on resources, he can't afford to make nats.
He can't afford to make any kind of units, to be honest, so much. He can't spam any units to hold his pop full.
Honestly, he can just afford to make walls and Yumi's in.
Honestly, he can just
He,
resign.
yeah, but I mean, he can just make Yumi's in walls and try to not lose too many of them and keep his spot.
Yeah.
And he can't. One thing he definitely can't do is aggressive, like Nagis or this kind of stuff. You can't because when you send your cav in the fight, they just die, and then you just never full pop, and you need to keep making like Yumi's basically, and he's making a lot of Yumi's, so that's good. But it's not gonna be enough. Yeah. I mean, Sabusa can still drop like 300 or 400 score or something, and Zivearia is basically at zero resources, so
But why is Sabusa not going for the nuts?
I don't know. Yeah, he got a solid amount of food and wood, so he could definitely steal the nuts and spam himself and finish faster.
I think he's playing safe. He's making some mortars here from this artillery foundation.
Yeah, but I don't know why he's letting his front base go down, and he got idle artillery here also. Uh, he got still two idle Yulons there next to
Yeah.
the Japanese wall, and yeah,
Maybe
I
they,
don't know.
they don't. Maybe they he don't see them because they're really like hidden.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I think Zabuza is just slowly taking map control and dropping builds there and just gonna push in the middle here because it's still the most comfortable place to push.
Yeah.
Because it's in the middle of the map, so when you're there, you can go
Also,
around.
no one of the players took any kind of TPs from the TP line.
Yeah, I think they were already too busy doing
Yeah.
other stuff. But yeah, they should have, probably. Yeah. So,
This looks
wondering
really
what's
good
the
for
Zabuza.
Sabusa. Yeah.
Can you come again?
This looks really good for Sabusa.
Yeah. I'm wondering where he's gonna push. Uh, this looks not good for Zabuza, so, but he could pull them back in the wall. But
Yeah.
um, I mean, Zivearia is just coming back a little bit in the score because he got some time to get some resources back a little bit. Uh, I don't know. I feel like Zabuza needs to try to finish it before anything can happen.
Yeah.
I
Look.
mean, Germany probably got a much better late game because they have more eco, and he made back some villagers. By the way, he's at 26, but it's not so many. Should
Yeah.
make more probably. And because Germany got the heavy cannon, so he's probably not. Probably doesn't mind going late game a bit, but I mean, he could probably finish.
Look at this resources from Zivearia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no coin. The
No
only thing
coin.
gathering coin right now is the bank. You can see it.
Yeah.
It's just making a ton of units.
Sabusa is playing it super safe. He's mortaring this side now to clean up inside the cliffs. And he's going here again. He got the wonder down.
Which one?
The shogunate.
Oh, yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah, now he would need to try and snipe these guys. Because now Japan can never make them again. Because yeah, the Shogunate gives you cheaper and faster training units, which is nice, but honestly, I think the biggest boost is these guys who give 10% HP and 10% attack on all the units next or something.
Yeah.
So if Zabuza can just kill them, and now he's in a position to kill them, I think it's very good for him. Why is Zivearia actually like deleting them right now? I'm not sure. He's sending them in the Olans, but probably a misclick.
Yeah, I think he misclicked.
Yeah, I think this was the worst thing that he could do with his daimios because he really wants to keep them right now. And
Yeah.
now they both died, so he got no daimyo, no more daimyo for him the whole game.
No.
That's really painful. And next wonder, which would hurt a lot, is this one because it gives just so much attack to your units,
Yeah.
15%. And
And look at this Incas here. And 4 mortars.
Wow. Yeah, the Yumis are not gonna be able to stop this. The walls will go down in no time,
Yeah.
and he will run in the eco.
Yeah. This is just so painful for him.
Yeah. Oh, he's actually here to defend, but now Zabuza can push again. Oh, the Hatamotos again. I'm
Oh
gonna
well.
check. Yeah, they are mercenaries, so they would indeed lose maybe to ninjas. Because I said previous games that they would lose to no other melee unit, but oh, there's some nuts there. Just killing some villagers and forcing Green to react.
Yeah. What a game.
Yeah, a lot of running around. Hmm. But I don't know. I feel like Sabusa is also not really keeping up in the main fights. There's just no red stuff.
Yeah, he's not keeping popped. He's under popped.
Or maybe yeah, but not just this. You also got 3 dogs here. Some skirms there, and the Tulan still in the wall, and probably some more units somewhere.
I would now like to see now this Yumi is just Ulans.
Yeah, I would like to see just a more kind of organized push because he keeps trying to multitask and run. But the problem is that Green got walls and he doesn't, so it's just kind of easier for Green to defend with his walls and just make Yumis. I would have liked to actually see a more like organized push where he would just bring some mortars and 100 pop of army at the same time
Yeah.
and just push slowly and destroy this wonder, which is very close. I mean, it was super close to being destroyed.
Yeah, he could have, to be honest, siege it down with his Ingot.
Maybe, yeah. And yeah, I think would be the most efficient way to win. Or well, actually, the most efficient way would probably right now to just steal the nuts and spam a ton of nuts. But he's a bit low on food. He just needs to take care that he doesn't like throw or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's possible to throw. Remember, we played one game today still where I was really sure I would lose, and in fact, I won against you. But well, looks like he resigns, so it's not he didn't come back. It's not a throw, and yeah, we do have Zabuza winning the game, so that's 2-1 for Zabuza, and he's going to go to round of 8. Is it?
It's a quarter-final so far. It's round of 4.
He is going to round of 4.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
And he might then see Lucas or Collection.
okay.
So yeah, GG, well played by Zivearia. I really like that he took a game from Sabusa and was really a nice cast for Treaty, I need to say.
That was a nice series, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Treaty is always especially like 3 NR40, but this was really like interesting. There was so much going on the map, and yeah. Well, I would say thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed, and see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon and tune in tomorrow. It's I'm sorry I forgot, but it's like 15 GMT. We have Kaiser Klein vs. Gichtenlord.
Great.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.